Los Angeles is turning its 51-mile concrete river into a lush green oasis. This incredible project is breathing new life into a once lifeless waterway, transforming it into vibrant parks, scenic trails, and habitats that boost biodiversity and community engagement. With an estimated $24 billion investment, the Los Angeles River Masterplan aims to connect communities and green spaces from Cangola Park to Long Beach. But here's the big question: why was this river made of concrete in the first place? And can this ambitious plan really succeed in changing the city's future? In this video, we'll explore how Los Angeles residents are using nature-based solutions to restore the river, and whether this project can truly deliver on its promises of better biodiversity and enhanced water security. You've probably seen the Los Angeles River in many movies. One of the most famous scenes is from Greece, where Danny and Leo have an epic drag race between the 1st and 7th Street bridges. But the river has a less glamorous side too. For many years, the Los Angeles River was little more than a drainage ditch, with most of its 51-mile length covered in concrete. Over time, it became heavily polluted from nearby farms and city runoff. This pollution not only harmed the environment, but also affected the health of people living nearby. Residents were exposed to harmful pollutants and had limited access to green spaces, making it a less enjoyable place to live. So, while the Los Angeles River had its Hollywood moments, it also faced serious challenges that have impacted the community. Before Los Angeles became the bustling city it is today, rivers and streams flowed freely, providing water from the Tongva, Tadvium, and Chumash people who lived here. But everything changed in the early 1900s when more and more people started moving to the area. The Los Angeles River, once a vital water source, couldn't keep up with the growing demand. As the city began getting its water from places like the Colorado River and Northern Carolina, the river was no longer seen as important and was even considered a nuisance. Today, Los Angeles is the largest city in California, with a population of 3.8 million. But the city faces a new challenge: droughts. The 2000s brought some of the worst droughts in history, including a severe one that lasted 6 years, from December 2011 to March 2017. The Los Angeles River, often seen from above, looks just like the highways that crisscross the city. The thin line of water running through it is barely noticeable, and there's hardly any greenery around. The city made this choice to protect itself from dangerous flash floods that used to cause a lot of damage. But covering the river with concrete came at a high social cost too. Instead of bringing communities together, the river divides them, making economic and cultural gaps even wider. Now, there is a plan to change that. The Los Angeles River Masterplan, approved recently, aims to restore parts of the river and help communities along its path. The plan includes ideas like creating parks, trails, public spaces, and affordable housing. Over the next 25 years, these projects could cost between $19 and $24 billion, but they do hope to bring people together and make the river a central part of the city again. California's water system is a huge network that provides water to over 30 million people and irrigates millions of acres of farmland. This system relies on a mix of dams, aqueducts, and pipelines to move water across the state. But with many people needing water and ongoing droughts, the water supply is shrinking to record lows. The Los Angeles River is 51 miles long, flowing from the San Fernando Valley through the city and into the sea at Long Beach. Back in the 1930s, heavy rains caused massive flooding, wiping out entire towns. To prevent this from happening again, the Army Corps of Engineers turned the river into a concrete channel for flood control. This channel, now fenced off, directs water out to the sea, protecting the city from future floods. Over the years, bridges, roads, and train tracks have been built along the river, making it hard for locals to connect with it. Every day, 207 million gallons of fresh water flow into the ocean from the river, coming from rain, irrigation, and water treatment plants. Unfortunately, none of this water replenishes the groundwater, which wastes natural resources and harms bird populations and ecosystems, reducing biodiversity. In the 1980s, locals came together to clean the Los Angeles River and bring back its natural beauty. They formed a group called Friends of the Los Angeles River, and since 1989, they've removed over 500,000 pounds of trash. The group is working hard to take out the concrete and restore the river's natural ecosystem. They've also helped turn old industrial areas along the river into bike lanes and parks. To prevent flooding, the entire 51-mile stretch of the Los Angeles River from Kangoa Park to Long Beach was covered in concrete. Now, the Los Angeles River Masterplan aims to improve the communities along the river by adding parks, trails, and more. The Public Works of Los Angeles County is leading this $8 million effort, guided by a 41-member committee that includes many key voices. Along the migration path of the steelhead trout, now nearly extinct due to the concrete-filled LA River, a 4.8-mile fish habitat has been created using rocks, plants, and pools. This is just one part of the effort to bring the Los Angeles River back to life. These efforts are all part of the Los Angeles River Masterplan, which aims to restore the river's natural environment. The plan includes planting and taking care of 250,000 trees, creating 8,500 acres of surfaces that naturally filter out pollutants, and protecting 3,000 acres of green space along the river's tributaries. This work is crucial, not just for the trout, but for the wildlife and people who depend on a healthy river. It's an exciting step towards a greener, more natural Los Angeles. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you like this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Did you know that over 98% of you watch our videos without subscribing? Just think about what we could achieve if everyone hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it makes a huge difference for us. While turning the river into a concrete channel reduced flood risks and allowed nearby communities to develop, it did come at a cost. The river's natural ecosystem suffered, and the concrete channel had unintended consequences for the people living nearby. Instead of bringing communities together, it separated them. The neighborhoods along the river, especially in the southern part, were mostly lower income and home to racial and ethnic minorities. This division made it harder for residents to connect with the river and each other. The Los Angeles River Channel is a big open space that brings the community together for events like the annual Seala Arts Festival in Southgate. There are also plans to build parks and bike trails along the river to make it easier for everyone to enjoy the area. City planners worked closely with local residents through public meetings to figure out the best way to improve the river. Over the years, different agencies have come up with several plans that address the river's needs, from protecting the environment to managing water flow. The new master plan builds on these earlier ideas, focusing on important goals like ensuring reliable water, providing fair access, and supporting the ecosystem. One exciting project in the works is building a headwaters pavilion at the river's source in Kangoa Park. This pavilion will offer shade, resting spots, bike racks, and picnic tables, making it a great place to relax by the river. It's the first step or pilot project along the LA River, showing how the master plan can improve the communities nearby. The design is underway with an estimated cost of $4 to $5 million, and officials aim to start the building process by the end of the year. By 2022, Los Angeles had turned 11 miles of the old ditch into a real river for the first time in 75 years. Now you can explore the 3-mile Glendale Narrows, which is open to everyone. Locals, sports clubs, and even the mayor have been kayaking and fishing there. It's a big deal, and there's hope for even more improvements in the future. The Los Angeles River Makeover is a great example of how we can change urban waterways. Instead of just draining water out to sea, this river now captures and holds rainwater, which is crucial during dry spells. By restoring rivers like this with natural-friendly methods, we're not only boosting biodiversity and water quality, but also giving the city a fantastic new resource. It's a win for everyone in LA. Wouldn't it be amazing if more cities turned their rivers back into beautiful green spaces? Share your thoughts on the LA River project in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more. And remember to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from our channel. See you next time.